Coverage you can count on continues with Glenn Marini's Sports Report.
In the majors, everybody drives a Bentley, a Porsche, or a Mercedes. But, when Kevin Kiermaier is back at home, he doesn't try to impress anyone and live that big league lifestyle. Kiermaier rolls around the Summit City in his parents' 1999 green Dodge Caravan. While his mode of transportation is a bit different than most big leaguers, his path to the majors is just as unique. With 2015 about a week away, you can argue that no Fort Wayne athlete had a better 2014 than Mr. Kiermaier. However, his entire baseball journey may never have happened if it wasn't for a single serendipitous pitch in the spring of 2008. Here's the story of how one play changed the life of Kevin Kiermaier.
That's where it all started. I mean, if I'm being realistic, that's where it all started. That pitch against Adams Central. And, if that doesn't happen, this doesn't happen. So, funny how everything works out. And like I said, I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason. And, that kid swung at that pitch and missed it. We won that game, and, that's where everything took off for me.
Kevin Kiermaier has faced thousands of pitches during his time in baseball, but the one that changed his life, the one that made his major league dream possible, is actually a pitch he threw as a senior at Bishop Luers while pitching against Adams Central at Woodland High School.
I know it was a sectional championship game. I was pitching, and I know we went to extra innings. It got to the point where I let some runners get on base, and it was bases loaded, 3-2 count, 2 outs, just like you picture in the backyard growing up as a kid. So I threw the pitch. It was up and away, and he chased at it. The kid swung and missed and struck out in the inning. That next half inning, my buddy Tyler Watts hit a walk-off home run, and then we started rolling through playoffs from there.
Kiermaier didn't have a single offer to play college baseball at that point, but at semi-state, a coach at Parkland Junior College liked what he saw. He liked it even more when he watched Kiermaier lead Luers to a 14-8 win in the 2A state championship game a week later.
We won, we were celebrating, we all hit the showers, and then as we were drying off, our coach said, hey, Kevin and Tyler Watts, he said, hey, Kevin and Tyler, a junior college coach wants to talk to you. And this is the first time we had any coach away from Fort Wayne that wanted to talk to us. Went out there and he introduced himself to us and said, hey, I'm Matt Kennedy, I'm going to be a head coach at Parkland Junior College in Champaign, Illinois. He said, I love the way you guys play, and I'd love for you to come check it out. And we said yes right then and there.
At Parkland, Kiermaier became known for his tireless dedication, using the lines in the dorm parking lots to run agility drills. His willingness to do whatever it took made Rays scout Tom Houston take notice.
Usually the scouts send some certain spot, and us players, we always know where they're sitting. And I walk my first bat, I take off my bat and hand him over to my first base coach. And as I look over there towards the first base, or the right field line on the fence was Tommy. And I just made quick eye contact, and he says, I need a time. And I knew what he meant, a time to first. And I kind of just okay, I got to focus on this game, but I'm going to make him happy any way I can too. Next at bat, I walk again. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And he's sitting here getting, pretty eager. And third time I walk again, and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I throw my bat down, and I just take off sprinting. Run through first base like I hit an infield single. And I look over at him, and he goes like that and winked at me and just gave me a little fist pump. And he was happy with my time.
Happy enough that Houston put in Kiermaier's name for the Rays to draft. It's just that pick came a little bit later than Kiermaier had expected.
I'll take you back to the day before I got drafted, which was the second day, so rounds 2 through 30. I was told I was going to go anywhere through the 8th to 15th round. So I had all my buddies over, had a draft party. As that day went on, I was like, okay, what's going on? 8th round went, 15th, 20th, 25th. And that concludes the second round of 2010 amateur first player draft. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. And it was just such a buzzkill. All my buddies were like, well, they were leaving that next morning, and they're like, well, good luck, man. Sorry it didn't work out.
But the next day, the phone rang, and it was Houston and the Rays taking Kevin in the 31st round, the 941st overall player drafted.
For me, I said, I don't care about the signing bonus or 31st round. If I come out here and play the way I'm capable of, I know that I can succeed in this game. It's all about the opportunity, and I've made the best of it so far and plan on keep doing the same thing.
After 4 seasons in the minors, Kiermaier seized his opportunity last season in the bigs. The rookie outfielder hit .263 with 10 home runs and was a finalist for a Gold Glove. That's an opportunity he knew wouldn't have come without that Adams Central batter swinging and missing at a pitch out of the strike zone 6 years ago.
Yeah, and everything in life, life can be a mystery with certain things happening at certain times, but my whole career ever since I've started pro baseball, I've kind of said, if I don't make that pitch right there, and let's say we lose that game and I don't get looked at by Parkland, then I don't think I'd be sitting here right now.
Kevin says that if he wasn't a baseball player, he would have continued his education. He was majoring in criminal justice and says he probably would have become a cop. That does it for sports. We've got more coverage you can count on coming up after the break.